All right, so anyone would know if you have a dream and you're going to build something. I've been talking a lot about building drones to fly over neighborhoods and stuff, wilderness camping areas and stuff, and to protect, you know. But if you're going to build something like that, you're going to have infrared cameras, you're going to have heat sensor cameras, you're going to have high def cameras and microphones on it and everything. What are you going to need on that drone? Well, you're going to need a radar system to make sure you could see anything approaching the drone. Make sure you're not in the way of a plane or anything like that, or even incoming fire from the bad guy. So, yeah. Who's this that I'm watching
And
tonight?
they want to make music any way they want to do it. And for me, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to hopefully contribute just a little bit to creating a place where people can do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Jeff Skunk Baxter. One of the great guitar players. Been in many, 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 many bands. Many bands. Drummer, percussions, and guitar player, and bass. And a very smart dude. Very smart.
I've been a studio musician for over 50 years. And being a studio guy, you've got to pretty much be able to play any style that's called for. I think style has a lot to do with phrasing, and phrasing has a lot to do with understanding how you speak. Everybody has, when they talk about speaking style, whether it's a guitar player or instrumentalist, no effects, so nothing guitar sound. And that's a lot of that camera is like a really clean guitar sound.
No, I know why you're saying he's a guitar player. What does he have to do with anything about a radar system on a drone?
Well, when I started working with Steve and Brandon and the folks at the Angelico, first of all, it's like somebody saying, "Hey, how would you like to be involved?" Say. So once you understand the basic uh, tenets of the science and the physics is the same, the science is the same. So once you understand the basic, a radar is just electric guitar on steroids. The physics.
Jeff the Skunk Baxter also works for the military defense system for the United States government. Very smart guy. Very, very smart guy. So, what do you need when you're going to make a drone? Well, you need Elon Musk. Why? Well, batteries. Possibly his batteries that he uses for the Tesla. Well, these drones will be battery charged. There'll be two at a unit, two at a station. When one starts getting low, it lands, and the other one takes off while the other one is being charged. And you're going to need a radar system on that drone that just sits and hovers and it watches our neighborhoods. Maybe a call comes in, missing kid or shots fired here or whatever. Well, then that drone would go to that area, surveil what's going on, and possibly if it can stop the situation before it gets worse, you know, without taking innocent lives and harming anybody. Take out the perp, the assailant or whatever, or weapon or whatever. So it would need radar, and it would also need other things to detect uh, gunfire, coming at it and stuff. Of course, it would have to be maybe a titanium, some kind of a titanium armor, thin coat to protect against small caliber, 50 cal. I don't know. Is it possible? I don't know. It's just a dream. It would take human life out of it, or they would take the loss of human life out of it. Instead of putting a police officer or a military person or someone in harm. I don't know. Just a dream, but he'd be the one to talk to about radar systems and stuff. I know everyone's saying he's a guitar player. He's a drummer. I know, but he's smart and he does know what he does, and he does it good. So yeah, just a dream, you know. You team them to, you know, here I need a radar system, then possibly small defense system on the drone, and then and these drones, they just sit and hover. They're not like planes. I mean, you could use them like planes, but they would be more efficient if they were like a drone that you buy at Walmart or whatever, but bigger, a little bit bigger, you know, 4 or 5 foot circumference around, enough to be able to lift all this stuff. Cameras, well, that's not a problem. Cameras are pretty light these days and everything. Radar system, but main thing would be weaponry, and you'd have to lift the weight of the battery too. You know, it's possible. Just a dream. That's all. I guess you could use them too, battery operated planes, drones. Sure, to cover a big area. Why not? Yeah, but no, I think the drones that would hover, they're more maneuverable, and you know, yeah, I think so. Maybe, I don't know. It'd take human life out of the thing. Instead of sending in a couple cops or something to a area where they're not uh, aware of where they're at or who's there, or if there's a culprit or a team of people, maybe weaponry, a drone would be able to go in, and I don't know. Sounds like a pretty good idea. And these things will have stations. One comes down, lands right on the charger, and the other one right next to it takes off and goes up and patrols while the other drone is charging. So you would need someone like this gentleman right here, skunk. And you watch these videos, these music videos from in the 60s and 70s, Steely Dan, the Doobie Brothers. And what makes them bands is also the look and that mustache and beard he always had with the long hair, the glasses and everything, and sitting on the chair was a look, was a vibe that said, this is one of them bands you sit down, you smoke one of them kush what things, whatever the today they call it or whatever it is. And you're with your buddies and your women and you're hanging out. You know, it was that look, that sound of Steely Dan, uh, Doobie Brothers, and everything. Yeah. Incredible. But yeah, a lot of people don't understand that Mr. Skunk Baxter does work for the military defense system. Very intelligent man, and he also works with Roland synth guitar pedals, which he had a lot of hand in that, and numerous other things. So yes, yes, and you'd have to bring Elon on board because you need someone that you need somebody that you need a mind on this. You need a mind. You need someone's mind that says we're going to do this, and then you need a guy that can say, "Well, that can't be done. We'll have to, you know." And then you need a guy like Elon that says, "No, we're going to do this. This is what we got to do." And then you have a person like Mr. Skunk Baxter that says, "Okay, if we're going to do this, then we got to do it right and make sure we cover all bases." And yeah, just a dream. I don't know how I would even get this dream off the ground. I mean, I'm like, oh God, it would take a lot of money to do something like this, but it would only be to protect. Now, these drones can be flown manually or could be put on autopilot, which would have a program inside of it already to go on patrol. And when encountered by an assaultant or a threat, well, then it would go into another program, a defense program, or a offense program to protect and serve. I don't know, just a dream. I don't know. I got a headache now. I don't know, maybe aluminum with a small layer of titanium to take small rounds and armor piercing steel. Maybe thin, thin. No, you couldn't go thick. It can't be too heavy. It can't be. You know, then what kind of weapons you gonna have on it? You gonna have maybe a one laser or one, you know, say 9 mil or something round that holds maybe 1,000 rounds or something. Maybe I don't know. Could be. Maybe nothing's impossible when you got a right team of people, you know, and the money. That's the thing. The money is the big thing right there. But of course, then you'd have to bring it up in front of the Pentagon and everything, or even maybe not. Maybe this would be something for the citizens. Maybe just for the citizens to protect the citizens of the United States instead of military. But I mean, a military could use it and just patrol our own country without having boots on the ground. We got to do something. I'll tell you what, it's no coincidence that all these kids are being kidnapped, killed, abused, all the women being kidnapped, used, and trafficking and all the cartels and all the stuff and everything, terrorists and everything. It really don't sound like a bad idea. So, yeah, there you go. Just an ideal, a dream of mine, which there's nothing like that right now in the United States. And these drones would need radar systems. And why? Well, so they don't get in the way of a plane. These drones won't fly very high. They'll fly maybe, I don't know, 200 feet off the ground, if that. Uh, you know, they'll be programmed. They only go so high. That's it. To stay out of the way of jets, planes, small planes, helicopters. Uh, and they will be able to tell, with a radar system, it'll have its own flight control on it. So it will actually be able to acknowledge a police helicopter or a military helicopter and a military officer or a police officer and a civilian. Possibly, possibly be able to see the perp or the assaultant and recognize it and be able to determine a assaultant against a uh, uh, unarmed, unharmful citizen. It's possible. It's just a dream. Great guitar playing, Mr. Jeff Skunk Baxter. But thanks for your service in our United States defense system and military, pretty much. Yeah. Great guitar player. And he had that look. He had that look that when you've seen the band, let's just go back to when he was with the
Bell Tire
Doobies.
is the lowest tire price, period. And you've got a guy who just keeps going with.
I can't play too much of it or, you know, they'll copyright me, which is unreal. So here you go. You got Doobie Brothers taking it to the street. And here comes there he is. He just got that look. I'm sorry, I don't know. He's just got the look of this guy should be in the Doobie Brothers. Yeah. Telecaster, it looks like. Uh, he just looks like that's the look. Some dudes, just make the band. And I remember growing up as a kid and watching the Doobie Brothers. When they did them special appearances and stuff. I think they were on Midnight Special or something like that one night. Couple, well, yeah. So you would need someone like this guy on the job. That's just the way you You'd have to. It's going to need a radar system, and it actually might be able to tell incoming storms. They'd have it to be waterproof, so they can fly in bad weather. So they would have to be acceptable to weather, changing weather, and cold. With the batteries, you might have to lose couple. You might have to lose some time in the air when it's unless we can put heater systems on it to keep the batteries warm in 20 below zero or 30 below zero, 40 below zero weather. Possible. Possible. I bet you Elon Musk went through the same thing. He came out all over YouTube. I want to build a rocket and go to Mars, and this is how I'm going to do it. It would take the life, it would take the life out of the loss of life, human life, and send one of these drones into an alley to look for some perp with a weapon or something. Or if it sees some young girl getting kidnapped, it can automatically determine whether it's an assault or just someone joking around. I don't know, there's potential there. Does anyone want to buy my dream? Not my soul, my dream. Now, maybe it could be a state thing instead of Pentagon. Instead of, I don't know if maybe Homeland Security would be interested in that, or maybe just states would be able to purchase my dreams and have drones in the state for the people. See, because people are all, oh my God, the federal government, you know. And that's what stinks is the citizens have grown attached from the government. The government and the citizens should be as one. You know, our military and citizens should be as one. But it ain't, a lot of people don't. So maybe this would be something, a state thing for the people, because the state is supposed to be the citizens, or maybe just the citizens. Let's take 10% or 10 cents tax or whatever on stuff to build these drones to patrol our parks, our national parks, our cities, our neighborhoods. They'll be able to determine a dog from a cat, a bear from this is a high tech. This is high tech. This is high tech stuff. High tech. And being battery operated, that would take out a lot of things. If there was a malfunction and we had to shut it down, emergency malfunction, and say it did crash. Well, being that it was battery, it would take out the explosions from being jet fuel or gasoline or anything like that. Rocket fuel or anything. So being battery operated, that would take out, say, we did have a malfunction and it went down. They're not that big, so they're not going to do that much damage. I mean, it would do some damage, but you're talking maybe 5-6 foot circumference around. It'll look like maybe possibly what people call UFO, but you'll be able to know that it's not a UFO. You know, could be equipped with laser technology. Has come a long way. You know, there is power in lasers and accuracy in lasers, but I don't know. But you would need Skunk on this job, and you need Elon. Then I know both these guys are probably going, good God, who gave them this idea? We're busy enough. I know, but it's a dream. It's supposed to be about America. It's supposed to be about our kids, grandparents, and society, and our children. And one of these drones will sit outside the school, and it'll watch the school. It'll watch the kids. Anyone that comes up on the property with any kind of weaponry will be, unless, well, these drones will be able to determine law enforcement. How? Well, I can't tell you how. I can't give all the secrets away. It'll be able to determine police and military and civilians, you know. But these drones would sit not above the school, off to the side of the school, and they'll just sit there and hover. And any kind of a threat, it'll be able to determine if there's a weapon, any kind of steel, weapon shape coming into the school property, and then it'd be able to confront the problem. And if not, maybe not have weaponry on it, but just for observation. Simply for our subdivisions and schools and to dream. To dream the impossible dream. That was an Elvis song. I don't know. I'm going to bed. You guys have a good night. I do have to say, Skunk Baxter was a good guitar player. Is a good guitar player, and a smart man, along with Elon Musk. Very smart man. There he is with his green beret hat on. This is a look. It keeps you running. It keeps you running. It keeps you running. Yeah, it keeps you running. Yeah, running. It keeps you running. It keeps you running. Yeah, it keeps you running.
It was just like a dream come true. I got to play with a really great band, a popular band, record my own material. I thought
Yeah, one of the great bass players too. Was in the Doobie Brothers. I think he passed away. Cocaine, I think. The great Michael McDonald. Yeah, you. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da. You're telling me the things you're gonna do for me. Woo! I ain't blind that I don't know what I think I do. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. All right, you guys have a great night. I got to change the video on my YouTube channel. I don't know I don't know. I think right now I got the song I covered by Blind Melon. All right, you guys have a good night. Be safe. Oh, you know what was on today, Sonic? I think it's on tonight on an American music channel, I think. Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. Well, there was a good looking woman. Meow. Halloween was on. Are you said DLR is retiring? Who? Sonic? Sequence? Squin? Who's retiring? Yeah, you. Ba-da-ba-ba. Tell me the thing you're gonna do for me. Nah, Dave's. Come on, Dave's had a long run. Come on, one of the great David Lee Roths. Nah, you kidding me? When they first came out, Van Halen, that was it. Yeah, I like Sammy. I like the other guys that sing, but he had a good run. You know, if he retires, hey, he had a great piece, a great hand in rock and roll. No, there ain't no way Jamie Lee Curtis is a man. Did you see the body on her when she was? Did you see the body on her when she was in True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Yeah, we're talking. But all right, man. Any other questions? And I ain't never going back to my old school. Boom, chicka down, chicka down, chicka down, chicka down, boom, chicka down, chicka down, chicka down, chicka down, 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 chicka down, chicka down, chicka down. Lonely roller, another mountain Saturday. Bam, bam. You never know what Whoa, no. Gotta have a won't do now. Midnight, I'm going back to my old school. All right, folks, check out what? Mini, excuse me, that's what dudes do. Well, that's at least what dudes do that are single. Check out who? Mimi Sound? Oh, I think I've seen her. Is that a woman that plays guitar? I think I've seen her before. And I ain't never going back to my old school. Check it down, check it down, check it down, down. Bam, check it down, check it down. Check it, bam, bam, bam. Channel do it. Channel do it. Check out Mimi Sounds. That's a girl guitar player, ain't it? And a guy, I think. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me make sure I got this right. No, I was looking at some generators. Just, I'm thinking about getting a generator in case, you know, power goes out winter time. Definitely in the summer. What was the name of it? Mimi Sounds. Yeah, we'll check it out. Mimi Sounds, right? Do I got that right? Mimi Sounds. Yeah, I got it right there. Okay, let's check it out. Let's see what we got. What's he want? Oh, that's the woman. Yeah, I've seen her on there. She's good. I think she's from England. Hello, love. Hello. Oh, she's good. I've seen her. She's a good guitar player. A lot of people, there's a lot of controversy. Yowza, did you see that? But there's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of controversy about this young lady, Mimi Sounds, okay? Why? Well, she's very a beautiful woman. And people are like, well, she's getting all these views because she's good at playing guitar, but she's also sensual, very sensual woman. And people are complaining about her breast. I'm not going to lie. I've talked to numerous guitar players and guys, and they're like, oh, she's good. She is good. But the reason she's getting these views is because she's not dead gorgeous. But I think she's from England or something. Hello, love. Oh, boy. She would make the days go a lot better for someone. She would make the days go a lot better. And she is. Oh, look at her. She's going to bust out some Stevie Ray. I is crying. Bam. Oh, girl. Oh, girlfriend. Oh. Good God Almighty. Hey, yeah. But anyways, all right, there you go, Benedito. I went ahead and showed it for you. If they made a remark of Cool Hand Luke, she'd be the chick washing the car. I don't know. She's a beautiful woman. And she's very talented, and there's a lot of controversy about why she gets so many views. You know. Hey, all I could say is she's a good woman guitar player. She's pretty good. So I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday night. Well, actually, it's Sunday morning now, I believe. Wait a minute, let me check. Or wait. Yeah, it's Saturday. Yeah. So hopefully you enjoy your Saturday. And I got some things to do tomorrow. Well, today, actually, and tomorrow. Well, and Sunday. So tomorrow and Sunday, I'll be busy. So, you folks have a good night. Any other questions out there? Anybody? Anybody? Press? Anybody? Pentagon? Anybody? No? All right. So we got rain coming for like the next 5 days. Skunk Baxter does it for you, I guess. Who, Skunk? Oh, he's a great guitar player. Steely Dan, and he was in numerous bands. Man, the Doobie Brothers. Man, he's a dude's pretty dang smart. I don't, and people look at him like, you smoked dope in the 70s, you know. Sure, I did. Yeah, sure we did. That's why they called it the Doobie Brothers. But some of the most smartest people smoke cannabis. I don't know what to, you know. It is true. Some of the smartest people smoke cannabis once in a while. I don't know if Mr. Baxter did, but I imagine so if he was in the Doobie Brothers. I imagine so. He just had the whole look, the whole 70s look. Yeah, Jeff Baxter. Yeah, and a great guitar player. You listen to some of that Steely Dan stuff and all that crap. I don't know how they play all that stuff. And he's good in classical and jazz. He's a real good jazz player. No, I don't know. Any other questions? Oh, the mustache was the whole thing. I remember when I was a kid seeing him on TV, and I was like, he was sitting in a chair, and he had these giant sunglasses on, and he was rocking back and forth, and he had headphones on, and he's just sitting there jamming with the Doobie Brothers, just rocking back and forth, just busting out all kinds of stuff. I was like, holy crap. That was the look. You know, that's what I grew up on. All my uncles were military, and that's the kind of music they listened to. Any other questions? Press. Any Pentagon, anybody out there? Oh, I like all kinds of guitar players, man. Anyone that got up there and made a record, anyone that has made a record has got to be good. And they're all good, all of them. Every single guitar player. But I'll tell you what, it's a dream. And we might as well be the first country to do it. We want to be the best. We got to think like the best. In order to have a great country, you got to have doctors. You got to have scientists. Because without a healthy country, you got nothing. Mimi is the greatest guitar player ever. Well, sure she is. Are you a man, Bendejo, or a woman? She's good. She is good, and she's a very good-looking woman. Anything else? Anybody else? Any other questions out there? Go on. Go on. Go on, CNN. Go on. Johnny, how long did it take you to realize that you're a moron? And it didn't take long. It didn't take long. Any other questions? CBS? Johnny, how long before you smacked CNN in the face? Not long. I'm just waiting. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah. Oh, president, go on. Johnny, can you be president but without the money? Are you kidding me? No. I'm going to go take a nap. You run the show and without pay. It's do it for your country. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Anyone else? Anyone else? Pentagon, go on. Yes, Mr. Kramer. When can we start this project? No, right away. Right away. As soon as Elon gets super heavy up off the ground and he's done with that and he's got time to get together with all these guys because it'll have to be battery. You don't want it fuel. Why be fuel? That'll no battery all the way. And then if it does go down, we don't have a chance of giant explosion fuel, jet fuel or anything or aviation fuel or nothing. So battery's the way to go. These drones possibly will be charged by solar, and maybe backup generator if needed for days that there ain't enough power. Sure. I'm a hermenophite, Johnny. I don't know what that is. You're from another country? You're a vampire? I don't know. You're a hema what? Oh, you're a hemp dude. Is that what it says? Hermaphere. I can't even pronounce that. Explain to me what that is, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know. Next question. Anyone? Anyone out there? Anyone? Anyone? Go ahead, citizen. Will these drones, will they protect our children and our streets and our women and our wives and girlfriends and families and friends and schools? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Any other questions out there, people? Anyone? Anybody? No? All right. Now, you folks have a good night. Go on with the rest of your day. I think we got rain coming tomorrow. It feels like it. My back's killing me. It's a weird, ridiculous sect. It's a weird, ridiculous sector. Well, these drones will be broke down into, they'll cover certain sectors. Uh, you'll have a sector A, sector B, and these drones will cover them sectors. Is that what you're talking about, sir or ma'am? I don't know, but it is ridiculous dream. But then again, they told Elon you can't put a giant garbage can up into the sky, and he did. So you're gonna take this garbage can, this giant garbage can, you're gonna put it up into space. That's what we're gonna do. All right. So I know it's weird, it's crazy, but you got to have some kind of madness to equal out the sanity. I don't know. But any other questions? Anybody? Anybody? No. Feel free to answer questions. Feel free. I've been getting a lot of calls and no one will answer even when I pick up the phone and say hello and I can hear someone on the other line. Brian, if it's you, turn yourself in. If you're innocent, explain your story. Maybe you could blow the case wide open. But turn yourself in. I know you're playing games with the police. They're saying you're another Zodiac, staying one step up front of the authorities. But if it's you that's been calling, turn yourself in. California, he could be out in Cali. Why? Well, look at all that. He just blend in with all the nuts. But anyways, that's a whole nother story. So, you know, turn yourself in, Brian. Do the right thing. Think of your family. You know, turn yourself in. They might even go easy on you if you got all this big information and it wasn't you. Turn yourself in. They'll probably go easy on you, cut you a deal. You'll probably never do time at all. Who knows? You might do a year or so, maybe a couple years, depending on all this big smart information that you have with all these throwaway phones and hot phones. And turn yourself in. Ain't worth it. You know, don't kill yourself. It ain't worth it. Explain your story. All the people that were involved. What happened? And do the right thing. They might pay you. You might be able to get a show out of this or something, but you got to turn yourself in first to the authorities and explain your story of what happened. You know, you can't stay on the run forever. They'll find you, especially once we get one of these new drones and we can actually put you people. I've been thinking, I put a lot of thought into this. I can actually program in to that drone wanted people. So if that drone is sitting out there hovering and it gets a face recognition on a wanted felon or someone in question or a killer, a rapist, a molester, a trafficker, a drug dealer, it will actually be able to determine who it is. Oh, I've been thinking on this one, Mr. Baxter. Mr. Musk, Pentagon, United States citizens actually be able to determine, put face recognition into it, where it'll be able to tell, yeah, look at this. This guy, it says right here, is wanted in Ikakunkuku for sex trafficking or child trafficking or terrorism or all right, folks, you have a good night. Be safe. I'm trying to come off of YouTube. I'm going to be making a video here soon with a title. I'm taking a break from YouTube. Be safe, people. And all you beautiful women on YouTube. And I'm going to get back into playing some music. I need to get another effects pedal. I need effects. And I got my eye on a 112 Katana, Boss Katana amp with effects built into it, and maybe building a small isolation cabinet, just enough room for the 112 and a condenser mic. Is David Lee Roth gay, Johnny? I don't know. I'm not gay. I was raised on vagina. I don't do the baloney. I don't know if David Lee Roth is gay. I imagine not. David Lee Roth probably had more vagina than any man could ever know about. Although I did hear rumors about it, but I don't know how you can have that much money and be that much known in a rock band and not like vagina. I don't know, but anything's possible these days. And my apologies for being so rude by saying vagina. Any other questions from the press? Anybody out there, viewers? Anybody? Uh, you know, don't anybody out there? You know, I don't know. It's my dream. I need to draw prints up not Prince. He passed away. He was another good musician, great, incredible. But Prince, like Blueprints, and then patent it, which that'll take money. And once I patent it, then no one can do it. And I'm gonna go ahead and patent it underneath the Kramer guitar patent. Why not, Mr. Baxter? Why not? It's my name. I was born Kramer. 1968. What a year. What a year. What a year for music. But anyways, it's my story. It's my dream. Now I got to give that dream to someone that can make it real. Somebody that's going to be able to make it real, make a lot of money, and say, you know what? This dream came from your head. Here's some money. Now go buy a piece of land, get yourself a woman, and relax. All right, but can I have? And I want one free drone for my home defense system, for that'll hover in my yard. Yeah, why not? That's part of the gig. I get one of that, and any other questions? Bendejo wants to know, is David Lee Roth gay? I have no idea. Ask David Lee Roth. None of my business. From what I was told, he had a lot of vagina in his day. I probably would think he's a vagina man somewhere in there, but he could, I don't know. Anyone else? Anybody before I get off this dang thing? It's almost reaching an hour and I'm done. I want to thank Mr. Baxter for coming up with some great music and some great technology to protect the United States of America. And Elon Musk, and I'm waiting for old super duper heavy to go up to see if all this hip and whoring howling is actually going to work. And if it does, well, it'll be a great day for mankind. Anybody. All right. I'm coming up on mark 58 minutes and 10, 9, 8, 13 mark. Good God almighty. I'm bored. People, if you're going to, I was at the gas station. I want to give a shout out to Marathon gas station. They are selling CBDs now. There, and CBD flower and cannabis flower or whatever there, but mainly the CBD gummy bears and honey sticks for pain. Well, pain, it's you get it, you deal with it. It's like Jesse Ventura said, I ain't got time to bleed. Oh wait, that was a movie that Jesse Ventura was in. I think it was Predator. You're bleeding. I ain't got time to bleed. He didn't have time to bleed. But all right, folks, you guys have a great Saturday. And I'm going to get some sleep. I got a couple hours sleep a little while ago. Woke up. And I think I'm going to lay back down and go to bed. Back to night. And I got to get ready. I got to get my Pro Tools ready so I can start doing Pro Tool videos and creating music right in front of people's faces. So people quit saying, that ain't you. And yes, I know how to play the electric guitar. And if you go on my channel, my YouTube channel, and scroll down, there's 2 or 3 songs that I did on electric guitar with all kinds of effects and building a song right in front of people. So, actually you can see me playing the guitar. So enough with the I'm not real and I don't know how to play guitar. Yes, I need work, practice. You learn something every day playing the guitar. You learn something every day playing the guitar, a new song, a new way of playing a song, a new rhythm, a new strumming pattern, a picking, a capo. It's, you learn something every day with music. All right, folks, you have a good night. It is 1 hour and 1 minute and 5 seconds, and I'm out of here. You guys have a great weekend. Be safe. If you live out here in the Midwest, up out here in God's country, out in the wilderness, we got rain coming for the next like 4 or 5 days, I think. So, oh, Jesus. You guys have a great day. Be safe. And I'm going to wean myself off of YouTube. It's too addicting, and I gotta take a break. And then maybe this winter when I'm cold and lockdown and storm cold and wind and snow and everything, I'm going to do YouTube videos of Pro Tools creating songs and working Pro Tools and plugins. Folks, make sure you get your Eddie Kramer plugins from Waves. Great plugins. All the Wave plugins are great plugins. All right, you guys have a great night. Be safe. Love everybody. Keep an eye on your kids, your family, and the ones you love. All you YouTube ladies out there, be safe. World's nuts. If you're in a bad relationship with a guy and he beats you and uses you and pimps you out for sex and everything, get away from these people. Find another guy that's going to be good to you. Same thing with the men. If you're with a woman that is cheating on you, beating you, abusive, then find another woman. Good night. And good night and sleep tight. And you might not see me for a while on YouTube, but I'll check in. I'll be watching out there. So sleep tight. Signing off. I'm JK 101 FM, Sirius Radio, Sirius YouTube channel. Good night. Oh, people, don't forget to check out Dave Levine's channel on Sunday. It's going to be a special appearance with Ryan, the Midwest madman himself, and special guests from some other people. Ryan from the Midwest on Dave's Guitar channel at 9 o'clock, I believe it is, Sunday night. One night only, folks. Be there or be square.